Wild Card Weekend is finally in the books. 8 teams remain and only 4 will be going to the championship game. Welcome back to Reva's Talk Sports. In this video, I'll be giving you my NFL Divisional Round predictions. First game we have is the Houston Texans versus the Kansas City Chiefs. The Texans defeated the LA Chargers, and the Chiefs are coming off their first round bye. Throughout the whole entire season, this Texans pass defense has been pretty elite, and intercepting Justin Herbert 4 times played a huge role of getting that 20-point upset victory over the LA Chargers. They now face a tall task against this Chiefs team that's undefeated at home, back-to-back Super Bowl champions, and coming off 2 weeks worth of rest. I know a lot of people are praying for the Texans to upset the Chiefs so that the Chiefs will make it to the Super Bowl. I just don't see it here. Give me the Chiefs money line over the Houston Texans. This Chiefs team has much more firepower than the Chargers do, but Holmes isn't throwing 4 interceptions. Then now this Texans pass defense have to deal with Hopkins, Brown, Kelsey, Worthy, Pacheco, and Andy Reid and Spagnuolo are actually one of the top coach duos in the playoffs. I don't see an upset here. Give me the Chiefs over the Houston Texans. And as far as the spread, I'm going to take the Houston Texans plus 8.5. I think this game will be a defensive battle going back and forth, and it may come down to a 1-possession lead going to the fourth quarter, and it may end in a 1-possession game. Give me the Houston Texans plus 8.5. I think this Texans pass defense can keep this Houston's team in the game, and this Chiefs team have had a lot of one-score victories throughout the whole entire season. Chiefs money line, Houston Texans plus 8.5. Next, we have the Washington Commanders versus the Detroit Lions. The Commanders had a nice upset victory over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and the Detroit Lions are coming off their first round bye. The Commanders have been the story of the whole entire season. They revamped their coaching staff, brought in a lot of free agents to this team, and Jaden Daniels played like the rookie of the year, and his exceptional quarterback play has taken this team this far into the playoffs. The one concern I have about this Washington Commanders team is their rush defense. They're bottom 5 in the NFL, and they're going against one of the most run-heavy teams in the NFL. The Detroit Lions have the edge in physicality, coaching, and the home field advantage, as playing at Ford Field has been one of the most hostile environments in the NFL. I know the Commanders want to go in here and get that shocking upset victory and hoping that they can get that part 3 against the Philadelphia Eagles in the NFC Championship game, but I think this Detroit Lions team is just way too much for this Commanders team, and besides, this is the best team that the Commanders have faced all season. I think the Lions take this one. Give me the Detroit Lions money line, and right on the line is at 9.5. I do think that the Lions can win this game quite comfortably. I just don't think that the Commanders will have enough power or juice to stop this running game, and Jared Goff will probably pick apart this Commanders team, which isn't good on stopping the third down. So give me the Detroit Lions money line, and give me the Detroit Lions 9.5 spread. LA Rams versus the Philadelphia Eagles. The Rams defeated the Minnesota Vikings, and the Philadelphia Eagles defeated the Green Bay Packers. The LA Rams played exceptionally well on Monday night, in which they sacked Sam Darnold 9 times, and Matthew Stafford actually had himself a day against his blitz-heavy Brian Flores defense. This Rams team embarrassed Sam Darnold to the point where I would be surprised if Darnold got left behind in Arizona, and this Vikings team took their flight back home to Minnesota without him. Let's talk about the Philadelphia Eagles. They had a nice W over the Green Bay Packers. The Packers did shoot themselves in the foot throughout the whole entire game, and they were having injuries throughout the whole entire game. But the Philadelphia Eagles made the most out of their possessions, had less turnovers, less penalties, and scored more points than what the Packers were able to do throughout the whole entire game. These two did play each other earlier in the season, in which Saquon Barkley had himself a day against this LA Rams team. But the Rams are going cross-country. They're hoping to get that upset victory. Matthew Stafford and Sean McVay do have that Super Bowl ring and that playoff experience, so they're probably going to do whatever they can to at least upset the Philadelphia Eagles team. But Vic Fangio understands LaFleur's scheme. They're going against Matt LaFleur's little brother, and I'm sure they're going to know what to do to stop this team. And besides, once you stop Puka Nacua, Cooper Kupp hasn't played his best as wide receiver 2 throughout the whole entire season. So I do expect the Philadelphia Eagles to shut down Puka Nacua and at least force Matthew Stafford to beat them elsewhere. Give me the Philadelphia Eagles money line over the LA Rams. The Eagles have the edge in the trenches on both sides of the ball, and I do see Jalen Hurts throwing the ball less than 20 times and Saquon Barkley getting the ball between 20 to 30 times, and probably has 200 plus rushing yards again in this game. I do not see the Rams stopping this Eagles team. Give me the Philadelphia Eagles money line, and the spread's at 6. I do see the Eagles beating this LA Rams team by at least a touchdown or more. Give me the Eagles money line, and give me the Eagles -6 over the LA Rams. And last but not least, we have the Baltimore Ravens versus the Buffalo Bills. The Ravens defeated the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Buffalo Bills defeated the Denver Broncos. We had the battle of the MVP candidates in Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen. We had the battle of two of the most explosive offenses in the NFL. Both of these teams played each other early in the season, in which the Baltimore Ravens dominated against the Buffalo Bills and had over 30 rushing attempts, over 200 rushing yards, averaged 8 yards per carry, and 2 rushing touchdowns on the ground. The Bills did have some injuries that game, but they're back home, they're fully healthy, and they're looking to have revenge against the Baltimore Ravens to advance to the AFC Championship game. Both of these teams are top 5 in run play percentage, and after checking the weather in Buffalo, it's going to be between 10 to 20 degrees. I am expecting smash mouth football. I am very 50-50 between these two. I can see the Bills winning. I can see the Ravens winning. But if both of these teams are run-heavy teams and cold weather, I'm picking this team based off 4 categories. Who is the better team rushing offensively? Better rush defense. Who is better with time of possession on offense? And who is better with time of possession on defense? The Baltimore Ravens lead the Buffalo Bills in 4 of those categories. Give me the Baltimore Ravens money line over the Buffalo Bills, and give me the Baltimore Ravens spread over the Buffalo Bills, and the Ravens advance to the AFC Championship game. I understand the Lamar Jackson choice in the playoff narrative. Derrick Henry is the difference maker in this game, and the Buffalo Bills have lost 3 straight divisional games, 2 of them being at home. I don't know if I could trust the Buffalo Bills in this spot since they have lost 3 straight in this round. Give me the Baltimore Ravens money line over the Buffalo Bills and the Ravens spread over the Buffalo Bills. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoy the content, please give the video a thumbs up and comment below on your NFL Divisional Round predictions. Thank you so much and catch you guys on Friday.